Moral pleasure seeker. Ken.
What's a hoe?
No. Whoa. 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 They teach you that in school in Utah, huh, Al?
No, because fuck that. Alex Trebek, you know what? I'm hoping that these DNA tests they're doing and cloning, that they bring back a T-Rex that kicks you in the good eye. The one that doesn't twitch, acting like you know some shit, and then you're going to talk about the whole state of Utah. I hope Utah brings a bunch of salt and puts it under your bed, and you shrivel up like a slug deep in your sleep, and you wake up the next morning looking like one of those little things on The Little Mermaid after fucking Ursula got a hold of them and took their goddamn soul, and there were these little black wiggly things, look like pubes and shit. I don't know what that.
A rake is right.
Hedda Tessman, Helen Alving, Knut Brovik.
Who are three people who have never been in my kitchen? I don't know.
What O is the generic word for any living animal or plant, including bacteria and viruses?
Orgasm. Oh.
There are reasons which I won't go into that I can't accept that particular.
All right, players, tell me what type of vehicles are used to compete in the legendary Tour de France? Alan again.
SUVs.
Name a specific part of the body that women try to accentuate. Saber.
Breasts.
Name a part of the body that gets bigger as adults get older. Freddie, penis.
What would be the ideal everyday temperature? Everybody, disrobe. 98.6. Survey said, like living on the equator. Name a kind of bear. Carmen.
Papa bear.
A papa bear, of course. Only a papa bear.
Name something normally worn only by children. Michael.
Clothes.
Name something you might accidentally leave on all night. Yes.
Your shoes.
Tell me the man's name that starts with the letter K. Kentucky Fried Chicken.
During what month of pregnancy does a woman begin to look pregnant?
September.
Name a place on your body that a doctor might look in with a little flashlight.
Butt.
Name a place on your body that a doctor might look in with a little flashlight.
Butt.
Term that means wife.
Bitch.
Oh. Name something that's better than being rich.
4.
Something a burglar would not want to see when he breaks into a house. Rob.
Naked grandma!
Naked, huh?
An article of clothing that children are always losing.
Their pants.
Besides a bird, something in a bird cage.
Hamster.
Name a part of the body that gets bigger as adults get older. Freddie, penis.
We asked 100 men, name a part of your body that's bigger than it was when you were 16.
Your penis.
Name part of the telephone.
The bottom part.
Name something a teenage boy can do for hours at a time.
Masturbate.
Name an animal with 3 letters in its name.
Frog.
Something that comes with a summer storm.
Snow.
Name an animal with 3 letters in its name.
Alligator.
Something Russia's famous for, Bob.
Russians.
Aside from a house or a car specifically, what is the most expensive thing you own? Wendy?
A car.
Name something normally worn only by children. Michael.
Clothes.
Something you squeeze.
Peanut butter.
Name something a husband asks his wife to carry for him in her purse.
Sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
Condoms.
Name something you might buy that could turn out to be phony. Yeah, a horse. A reason you might stay indoors on a beautiful day.
Because it's raining?
Something that falls from the trees, Jackie.
How about bird?
A yellow fruit.
Orange.
Name something in your house you would yell at if it stopped working. Probably spouse.
Something new mothers spend most of their time doing.
Sleeping.
Sleeping. Boy, oh boy.
Name an animal whose eggs you'd probably never eat for breakfast. Hamster.
Name something that gets passed around. Chris.
A joint.
Name something men wear to bed, Margaret.
A nightcap.
A nightcap, Jeff.
Sweatsuit.
Sweatsuit, A.W.
Nightcap.
Nightcap, Elizabeth.
Condoms.
A condom!
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
What's your story?
Well, I'm in young girls' pants. I manufacture pants.
Apartment in a supermarket.
Lingerie.
Name a day of the year when you really want to be with friends.
December.
Name something you wouldn't want the police to find in the trunk of your car. Pickles.
Name a noisy bird.
Chipmunk.
Name a time that most people get up.
In the morning.
A time most people go to bed.
At night.
Something you put in tea.
A tea bag.
Oh my God. And some of these were funny. Some of these were funny in 1983-ish. You know, like if anybody said condoms on TV, well, that was hilarious. Now, I mean, there's a news show out, and it's funny because Don Imus, bless his soul. I like Don Imus, don't get me wrong, but I got to pick on him a little here. I don't know if you guys know the news show. I've seen like one 10-minute segment of it. It's a comedy show. It's got the black guy hosting, and there's like 5 people sitting around him. I bet one of you guys can name this. And from what I've seen, it is funny. Well, Don Imus was on his show about 2 weeks ago. He comes on, and he says, that new guy, whatever his name is just hilarious. And everybody's kind of looking at him in the studio like, you're kind of overdoing this a little bit, Don. What's up? And he's like, yeah, my wife came in, and she said it was hilarious, too. Like, it's not just me doing this. And what it was is Don Imus is so afraid of being labeled anything close to racist after his nappy-headed hoe comment about the basketball players from the college team that got him in trouble in the first place, that he's like totally overcompensating now, going the other direction. And I could just tell it was fake. I mean, I do believe he thought this guy was funny, but he was selling him like it was family. I mean, it was ridiculous. But anyway, so I do want to get into that new show. I think that's going to be a fun show. It's like Tosh.0 mixed with Jon Stewart. It's got that kind of edge to it. What do you guys think about Tosh.0? I think that's a bit, I don't know. There's a line that I think he crosses routinely, and he means to. He's not doing that accidentally. I mean, one time he said, you know what I like to say to girls in a bar? I walk up to them, instead of buying them a drink, I say, let's get a look at that snatch. I mean, that's straight to the point, very direct. Let's have a look at that snatch. Let's get the ball rolling here. Let me see if I'm interested in that. And frankly, 15,000 years ago, that's the way it would have went. 10,000 years ago. Hell, last week, depending on if you were in Vegas or not, you walk up, you give a little sniff, you take a look, you want to see if things feel kosher in a non-Jewish sense, and then maybe you'll make the move, like you sing a song or show her a flower. But, if you see something there that looks like leftover lasagna with bacon and a side of lemon, you're going to move on. You're going to go fishing or something. You may go work on your cave a little bit, do some interior decorating there, but you're not going for the move. Don't know where I was going with that other than to say this is the evil no. So this, that's the title of the show, The Evil No, So This, didn't do an evil show. There is an evil horse in the icon for the show. Note the evil horse. It's incredibly evil. This horse, I believe, was possessed by demons. And if you guys didn't know, the Catholic Church is now offering, swear to God, you can look this up. That's funny, I just swear to God talking about the Catholic Church. And I'm telling the truth, and I still got a little nervous. They're doing, what do they do? What do they call them? Exorcisms over Skype now for a nominal fee of $350 per person. They will do an exorcism over Skype. What do you think about that? A real priest from the Vatican. I don't know. What's in your wallet? That's what I want to know. I'll bet he's got some $100 bills in there, though. This Pope saying that he may quit any time because he likes to get pizza. My friends, I think religion is... It's like a bunch of out-of-shape dancers on a stage, and someone just yanked the stage away. And I'm afraid they're falling. I'm afraid they're going to fall. And I don't know if it's good or bad, because if you have one religion fall too fast and there's another that competes with it, they're going to pick up some people. And, you know, Muslims are getting a boost right now. For those of you that didn't know, you can volunteer to fight ISIS now. You don't have to be part of the army. You don't have to be anything special. And you don't have to be like on the A team. You can go fight ISIS. Yeah, right over there where they like to fight. I found a Facebook page which was based on an NBC News story, and they're actually recruiting people, and they've got these memorials up for people that have all died, and they're from all over the world. You can join this group and go fight ISIS. Forget militaries and governments that are making political moves to save money. You can go join the fight for the cause. And I don't know. I mean, it certainly has crossed my mind. Certainly has. And I wrote him on the page and said, I'm a disabled vet, but I can still limp and shoot. So, I mean, hell, that's more than most ISIS guys can do, right? They aim a rocket launcher at a fucking building. I kill that ISIS. Shut the fuck up. I got your aloha right here. There's your aloha. Go to Hawaii and say aloha. And how about a smile? Turn that frown upside down, you fucking terrorist bitch. I'm sorry, was that too... maybe I wasn't being religiously sensitive. But seriously, I would like to see them... I think we should start using napalm again. It's not inhumane. Fire's fire. I mean, you know, it's just a liquid, gelatinous kind of fire. What's wrong with that? Let it stick, let it burn. I mean, considering what they did to the Jordanian fighter pilot, is it really above them? I mean, it is almost above them, the way we treat them now. Let's be humane and only hit them with hellfires from the drones. Fuck that. Fuck that. I think you should use poison darts, frankly, with the kind of poison that just disables your nervous system but doesn't kill you, so that you can then walk up and slap them to death. I have no problem with ISIS members getting slapped to death. To death. You know, just you start out with like 5 or 10 medium slaps, and oh no, now it's starting to hurt. My face is getting red. And then you up the ante a little bit. You know, you close the hand. Well, that's not really a slap, is it? I would call it a closed hand slap. We'll call it that. Do about 40 of those till they're semi-conscious. Let them get better. Give them some water. Make sure they're okay. And then I'd say from there, get creative with an electric barbed wire fence. And several goats with sharpened horns. Just get creative from that point with those ingredients, and you'll have a great time. And they'll be getting what they deserve. You know, it's one thing for someone who's been drawn in, they're young, they think they really are fighting evil. You know, the ISIS propaganda got to them. It's another thing for these guys that are in it for one thing or two things, which is essentially sex with whoever they want and power. That's what they want. They got nothing else to do. They had a few goats. The family business wasn't going too well. They're going to go shoot some people up. That's what they want to do. It's fun. It's fun for them. Beheading Christians is fun for them. Fun. Entertainment. They laugh and smile when they see those videos. I mean, how do I go from funny game show answers and funny things kids say to ISIS? I don't want to be an ISIS. I think Bill Clinton created ISIS. Because it wasn't he the one in court that said, it depends on what your definition of is. He created them, that fucker did it. This is what gay guys think about vaginal.
My question is, what do you think about vaginas?
I mean, I don't mind them.
I think they're not for me. Say you have like a really old person.
I think that